Kate, are you watching from school right now? Are you presently watching from the school? 1 second, I got a call.
Yeah, I just got your stream up.
No sweat, no sweat. I'm gonna vamp for like 2 or 3 minutes first, then we'll go.
All right, cool. I'll probably mute and then until it's done, and then I'll unmute here.
Oh right, librarian. I didn't know that you knew. My wife dropped some bombshells on me this weekend. I didn't know that you knew. I thought it was like I didn't know you were in the circle of trust. Is I guess what I'm trying to say. Can you say hi to me during my lunch break? When is your lunch break? Is your lunch break right now? Librarian, I'll say, I actually think it's, hi on your lunch break, by the way. I hope you're enjoying the chicken schnitzel. I'm glad you're in the circle of trust, librarian, because I would not want to know what your reaction to this news would be live. I'm not trying to say that by knowing the information you've been turned into like controlled opposition, but you would be a very volatile compound hearing this news and then reacting to it live, I think. It'd be a very in another dimension, in another universe. I think that would be very interesting. Right, Daniel? I had a normal reaction. Okay. That's the type of shit sodium be saying when it encounters water, bro. That's the type of shit lithium be saying when it encounters oxygen. The 9th grade chemistry knower. When Dan said relax, I'm not sure if he's talking to librarian or me. Shall we run it? Let me make sure I got my studio mode set up right here. Wait. I have to restart it. I just didn't want you to see that it's called Streamer Cruise 6. I know you thought it was fake, and I can understand why you would think it was fake, because it's insane, but it's true. Please ignore the fact that this says Streamer Cruise 6. This is not the 6th Streamer Cruise. As far as I know, this literally might be the first Streamer Cruise that's ever been done in history. Hang on.
So
Can I get a heart rate check off you really quick?
I had to turn my cam off, man.
Dude,
it's like what
I'm not even messing with you. I'm on 104 right now. And I'm sitting in a chair. It's been 90 minutes since I hopped off the bike. I'm at 104.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking last night. Anytime, like, I'm rarely nervous on stream, but we were talking like I was nervous today.
I was on not knowing that we were going to announce on Monday. Kate will tell you. Sunday I was okay. Saturday I was like I was like the worst day of my life. Saturday I was like I was surrounded by a cloud of nervous darkness.
So you guys want me to tell people the story?
Yeah, I think that would be a good intro for sure.
You guys know we've been talking about cruises, Disney cruises. I joke all the time about Big Brother cruise. My mom has worked for a travel agency for 50 years, and this is what they specialize in. And every year she's like, hey, do you want to do a Big Brother cruise? I'm like, nope, no chance, not doing it. Do you want to do a Big Brother cruise? Nope. She's like, well, what about a streamer cruise? I'm like, we could do that. So this is actually not a bit, chat. This is real. It's from a reputable company. They've been in business for 50 years. There's security on board, so don't try anything. But yeah, so I think it's going to be a really fun experience. I
did want to say, because I needed the explanation for me. The way that I've come to understand this is, at first I thought it was going to be like, there's no way we're going to commission a whole cruise ship with like thousands of staff and captain, the navigator, trying to buy the fuel and chart the course and stuff like that. So that is not what is going to happen. We have partnered with a company, with Dan's mom, who has been doing this for 50 years, like he said, that also is partnered with Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. So it's a real ship. It's a real line. We're basically taking a slice of the ship and turning that into the streamer cruise part of the ship. So it is like, you know how in a Hitman level, you can walk around in your normie clothes, you can walk around anywhere where you can get a drink, you can go to the bathroom, but if you try to like get into the areas where you need a key card, they tell you, you know, come back when you got the right shirt on. This is exactly what's going to happen here. Hopefully not exactly, but there will be normies on the ship who are just going for a nice trip to Mexico, enjoying their spring break with their kids, blissfully unaware of the fact that just within their midst are a bunch of nerds wearing lanyards who are there to watch Q&As, to meet us, to see variety shows with a live studio audience, with plus twoing and minus twoing in the audience, stuff like that. So you can go, and this is through the Royal Caribbean website, you could book a beautiful cruise to Mexico. But the NL Super Cruise website is how you get access to the key card that gets you into the actual entertainment that makes it a streamer cruise.
So, like, I'm with you 1,000%. I just wish you would have went with a different game instead of Hitman. But there's going to be security on board, so it should be okay. Right?
There is going to be security on board.
So, can I ask you a question? Because I know there's a lot of people saying like this is a bit, and like people are like, this is your like worst nightmare, NL, like being trapped on a ship. But like for you, can you respond to that? Like being trapped on a ship with people asking you about the pot play.
Well, I've been on like 20 cruises now, and it's like my special interest. So that is where I'm at home, I guess I would say. I'm most at home in captivity. And also, I don't mind meeting people. I meet people in public now and then, and I always have a good time. It's literally just online where they feel emboldened by pseudonymity, and then they start to talk to me in what I would say is a condescending way. In real life, everyone is very nice for the most part. So I'm not worried about that at all.
Well,
you've said the same thing too, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but is it possible you think there's a little difference between streamer obsessives and Big Brother obsessives?
Well, I think that's why I'm more likely to do this, because I've had a chance to meet people that watch the show, and everyone's like normie adjacent or normie. And I think bottom line, it's like what we do, we don't really get a chance to like meet and like hang out and see people face to face. And then I think this will be it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, but for the people that want to go, I think it's going to be a really fun experience and a unique thing.
Can I say as well, I agree with you 100%. I saw someone in chat say it's not a bit, but it is a bit. And that's like 100% how I'm looking at it. So I like it. You and I were talking yesterday. The thing I think that we were both most nervous about is the idea that we don't want it to appear that we're trading in whatever reputation we have for like a payday and then giving you the worst vacation of your life. Like if I wanted to just, run some pockets, I would just turn donations on and then do business as usual. We could just play Slay the Spire with a PayPal link or something. But we're nervous, but like it's because we want to do a really, really good job, and we know that people are spending money to be there, and spending a lot of time to be there. So we want to make sure that they have a good time. And like you said yesterday, if people are going to be coming to see us, we're going to be working the boat like politicians. Like I'm okay for 6 days, 5 nights, or 6 nights, 5 days. Just being whatever you want me to be within reason. And especially behind the scenes, we're working hard on the entertainment side of things. We don't want we want to do meet and greets, we want to do Q&As, all that stuff. We want to get FaceTime, but also provide some unique entertainment that is fun and unique, and that you could only see on the ship.
100%. I think you nailed it. Yeah, and like that's what we're talking about. Is like if this is something for you, like. And I was joking with my wife this morning because she's like, "You look nervous." I'm like, "Yeah," but like, and my wife knows Ryan. We went on the cruise together, and I'm like, when this thing goes, Ryan isn't going to be in a corner like just to himself. He's going to be out there, and I'm like, that's just, and I think that's the vibe of the cruise is we're going to put everything into making it worth everyone's while and a fun experience that everyone looks back at and be like, yo, that was really cool. It's really different, really like out of the box, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, no, me too. Nervous, but honestly, I feel like I was mostly nervous about the announcement, and now we can actually start to talk about doing the fun stuff.
Yeah. Quick question. I just take one from chat. Will there anything be streamed from the ship? No, it's only you have to be on the cruise. Like so.
Also, cruise Wi-Fi is like not. It's not possible. I do want to say one. You would probably rather I didn't say this. You would probably rather I didn't say this, but I'm going to say this anyway because no one can put a muzzle on me. People are saying, will it be the Fire Festival? Two things. It won't be the Fire Festival because it's running through two reputable companies. But secondly, if it was the Fire Festival, would that be so bad? We're still talking about it like 12 years later. At this point, if you could time travel back to 2014 and go to the Fire Festival, you would probably be like, let's do it. This is a once in a lifetime experience.
There is for people asking, there is a casino that doesn't pay out in case.
Please do not, if you come on the cruise, please do not lose all your money at the casino and blame us.
But if you see me there and there's a seat open next to me, sit down. We're gonna let those slots rip, man. Let them rip. When were you the most nervous?
I would definitely say on Saturday.
Like, did you wake up and you're like, oh, this is really happening?
I was messed up. Kate will tell you, I have like a volume. I think this is true for everybody. I have like a volume knob for like my energy and personality. And my volume knob Saturday after lunch was at like a 1 out of 10. I was like a diminished human being. It was like someone sucked all the moisture out of me and like because I was like, oh my, I told you, I was like, we're going to get slimed out, bro. We're going to get slimed out on Monday. People are going to be like, what the heck is this?
So then when did the pressure valve release?
Honestly, I think when we talked yesterday and we had the details more ironed out for the questions that people would have, that definitely, knowledge is power, man.
Because this was like, I mean, this has been in the background work since when? I'm just trying to think of like 6 months.
You told me, I think it was in August.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So there's a lot that goes into this. And we just, last thing I'll say is that if this is for you and you go, like, we're going to make it worth your while. It's going to be fun. And just make it a memorable experience for everyone.
We're not going to be hiding out like in a back room on the ship and then just carted out like for an official meet and greet and then get shoved back into like an exclusive area. It's not going to happen.
Because there's nowhere to go. But so Ryan, I think it's gonna be really exciting. I think we both stepped out of our comfort zone to do this, and as well as Squeex and Kate, are also going to be there as part of everything, and more to come. So, but as you guys have questions, we'll do our best to answer them. But thank you, for we got
look who joined us.
Oh, I just wanted to remind you guys, you only have June 1st to book.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you.
Kate's going to keep us on task too.
Kate really is she talked me down from the edge this weekend for sure. And then also has been like organizing some really cool like VTuber type stuff in the background that we can't talk about yet, but will as we get more details.
Kate, can you tell me when you looked at Ryan, how did you know he was freaking out? Like what do you
his eyes were half open. And like Ryan said, he was very much like dried out pretty much.
My lips are messed up, man. Like I don't know how to say, my lips are really dry.
Yeah. And I mean also when you do make bookings to the cruise, you're not going to be paying the full price. Like on like the first booking, there will be like the deposit first, and then I think there will be like a payment options that you can choose from. So make sure if you want to get on, you book it by June 1st.
Huge.
Thanks. Kate, thanks for popping on.
What would we do without the women in our lives, man?
Bro,
Real
we
talk.
be eating cheese sandwiches, man. What do you got on the docket today?
I was mostly just gonna get through this and then figure out kind of, depending on the degree of sliming, we'd kind of take it from there. I think maybe I'll do the dulls and then maybe a little Slay the Spire. How about you?
Let me ask this based on like semi glancing the chat. 100% you get completely slimed out. What do you think the percentage of sliming was?
I think I'm like 5% slimed. Way less slimed than I thought.
Outside of one person saying Firefest 2.0 on my side, I feel like
I don't
I'm
even
probably
like,
like 3%.
I take that as a compliment. I honestly, when people say it could be Fire Festival, that's like it has its own Wikipedia page.
Well, here's what I like this, and you know me a little bit. I just know like there's gonna be people like, oh, I should have went to that. Yeah, you should have. Like you should have. We should have went to Firefest, and this is probably one you should have went on. But anyways, man, we'll go. Good luck with the slime, the rest of Chad, and I'm sure we'll talk later this week.
Later. Thank you, Daniel.
All right, see you, bud. Yep, thank you. See you guys.
Will one of the events be an in-person Peloton class? I don't want to say that yet because we haven't gotten down to the nitty-gritty of like what kind of infrastructure is going to be on the ship. And I also don't think, because we're taking a slice of the ship, I don't think we can necessarily be like, hey, we're going to take the whole gym. So please don't book based on this. But yes, I would love to do like a 45 or 90-minute spin class, Peloton style, in the cruise gym. I think it would be so funny. That's one thing that I would love to do for sure. And it has been discussed in the back channel. But I need to it's a very specific question. I need to talk to my liaison and be like, hey, has anyone ever asked this before? Has anyone ever asked if they could teach a 90-minute 5 a.m. spin class in the gym? Like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even mean this to be rude, but I don't know if the ship's got the right kind of insurance for like a bunch of nerds doing cardiovascular exercise. Oh, I forgot to mention. Yeah, Kate she wants me to talk about exclusive merch. We will be doing up. Part of it depends. We have to see how reservations go and stuff like that before we get the details completely ironed out. But we will have, at a minimum, at least some cruise exclusive merch. And depending on how the reservations go, the merch could slide from like, here's a cool shirt that you could only get on the ship, to doing some stuff that's got much more specificity for each of the streamers that are involved with it and stuff like that. So that's one where you definitely got to be there to get it for sure. Okay, like for people that have reserved a room on the ship. Yeah. Okay. She says that as more information gets nailed down, we might be able to have like a special link for people to pre-order the merch if they have a reservation. There's 2,500 people in line. Maybe that's a preview of what it's going to be like on the ship. Nah, there'll be like different time slots and stuff like that. But we're gonna hustle, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna hustle. Cause like you might think, oh, like once they're on the ship, they're just gonna hide. But no, man. Cause like the world doesn't end after the ship. Once we get off the ship, I don't want people in my chat for like the rest of my life going, hey, we went on that fuck-ass vacation and you didn't even show up. So we're gonna make sure that we do our best to make it really, really, really fun, so that instead people come back and go, yay, that was so much fun. And for the rest of our lives, we get reminded of how awesome that was, instead of reminded of like when we fucked you, you know? Bro, don't post my bio from the cruise website as if it's like a cognito hazard against me. I wrote the bio, man. I'm not saying the bio is awesome, but I just kind of, they asked me to whip something up, so I whipped it up. Click librarian's link. Oh, man. If it's going to do damage to me psychically, I'm just not going to do that. But I'll take a look at what the URL looks like. It is crazy that it leaked on the Reddit first. How did that happen? My prevailing wisdom is that because I went on vacation, people knew it was a cruise. So then they typed northernlion cruise into Google to see like what was going on. Like, oh, he's probably off on one of his cruises again. And then the website, after it was published, like went up. And they were like, what the hell is this? And then people were like, he would never do this. And we got to be like, oh, fuck. Do they know? I called the number and I was like, damn, AI is good now. Bro, I mean, I recorded that, Chris. That ain't liar bird.
Thanks for calling the Northern Lion Super Cruise. Our office is currently offline. Our regular business hours are Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, and our team will return your call on the next business day. Until then, thanks for reaching out, and we look forward to seeing you on the Super Cruise.
I wonder if I can remember what I said. It's some shit like, you have called the Northern Lion Super Cruise. Unfortunately, all of our agents are busy with other sailors right now. If you would just hang on the line, we will get to you as soon as we can. Thanks so much. Something like that. Ahoy! Yeah. I called while you were gone to check if it was real, and it was the only thing that made me think maybe this is real. Oh, it's real. It's real, and it's beautiful, man. How did you convince Squeex? Bro, Squeex is excited. I might go so far as to say Squeex, I guess I shouldn't, it's unprofessional to say he's the most excited. But while I was having like my crisis of faith that I was like, this is the end of my professional life, Squeex was like, it's going to be fun to be on a cruise and do fun shows. And I was like, he's so pure of heart. The purity of his soul is the light that I needed in this dark world. We need to wait for chat to slow down so I can play the dolls. Can I tell you a story? This is a real story. I swear to God it happened. Maybe Thursday night or Friday, Kate was like, you got it, Ryan. You got to get up here. And I went, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And she pointed up at our ceiling, and there was a fucking wasp. Bigger than any wasp I've ever seen in my entire life on our ceiling. And she went, that's the queen wasp. Like, we got to get it, because otherwise it's going to make a hive in our house. I don't know if it's called a hive or what, if it's a wasp. But anyway, so I ran down the stairs, and it was literally like Ash from Evil Dead. Like, I got the Dyson, and then I plugged the extendo mag into the canister, and then I plugged the like thin nozzle into the extendo mag, so it was like 7 feet long. And I went ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, ran up the stairs, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Went, like, pointed it to the wasp, went like, any last words? Sucked it up into the canister, okay? Dude was in the canister, he was dusty as fuck. I don't know if wasps can cough, but the dude was in the canister going like, for sure, because like the canister was empty, but it was still really dusty. So I was like, okay, we got him. I went outside and I emptied the canister, and I saw it go, and it like flew away. And I closed the door, and I wanted to get some good boy points, right? So I went, hey, Kate, check it out. Mission accomplished. We got the wasp taken care of. And she went, okay, good job. And I was like, huge, like plus 10 good boy points. So I went to my garbage can to empty out the rest of the canister, and I looked down at the garbage can, and the fucking wasp was on my shirt, bro. It was like right on like my upper right chest, like on my clavicle. And I went, oh shit. So I walked out like incredibly slowly to the back door, opened the door, took like 3 steps outside, and then like rattled my shirt so it flew away, and then ran back in as fast as I could. My cortisol was spiked bigly. But I was also like, I can't lose those good boy points. Because if I had said that the wasp was taken care of, and then it turns out that I actually like brought it into the part of our house where like our kid spends most of their time. Can you please stop asking if I was at the Shen Yun ballet on Saturday? Because people are going to think that I didn't answer it because I was there and I don't want to say. I was not at the Shen Yun performance, China before communism, like the 3,000 years of history or whatever. I wasn't there. Okay? You're going to get me in trouble. I don't know about all that stuff, but I do know that I was not there. Now, do the trailers look awesome? I mean, it looks crazy. There's like 500 people on stage or whatever. But like, no, I was not there. I can't get involved with all that stuff. Let's do one controversial announcement per day, okay? I can't tell if this will be better or worse than a normal cruise. Here's what I would say. There are times, so I'm going to say better, but I'm biased. But there are times you'll be on a normal cruise and you'll look at the itinerary and you'll be like, Well, okay, it's like 3 p.m. There's crafts. 3:15. They're playing like bed knobs and broomsticks in the movie theater. 3:30 is like, they're gonna teach me how to like fold a napkin or something like that. So you kind of go, I don't really know what to do. We're gonna try to stuff it full as best as we can. We're gonna stuff it full of streamer related content so that like hopefully you would not just be in your room being like there's nothing to do. I want to be drained at the end of the cruise. Doesn't that make it worse than a normal cruise? It'll be worse for me. I'll be working, man. It'll be hopefully better. Well, I mean, it'll be really bad for you if you did not know who the streamers were. If you were just like a 70-year-old person from, like Sarasota Springs or something like that, you would probably be like, what's going on, man? But if you're someone who knows the streamers, hopefully it would be a good time, man. Nick, have you seen Throne of Blood? Throne of Blood might be the most beautiful movie I've ever seen. It's a little bit Macbeth, but he chill. Yojimbo is kind of crazy. Yojimbo basically made the whole town murder each other. And then he went, the town should be quiet now. Hang on, there's one more thing to do. Knock, knock. Hey, mayor, open up. Yeah, what is it? Kill yourself. The dude was he went crazy. The fuck was Sanjuro's problem in Yojimbo, bro? You're still a bitch for giving Rashomon 3.5 stars. I want to change my Rashomon review, and here's what the new review would say. Poster looks like me wiping my ass after I folded the toilet paper 8 times. Bro on the poster is getting cut up, man. I did see the clip of the guy dressed as the Joker who smokes a huge dab and drinks like 4 shots. I don't know where I saw this, but somehow I did see this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cracked Out Uncle 2, I present cross-faded. Oh yeah, Cracked Out Uncle 2, I present cross-faded Joker. I was kind of cross-faded last night. I was on 2 different brands of melatonin, bro. We're back with the dulls, y'all. Is this a dang documentary? Or is this just you know what this looks like? I said it looked like a documentary. I know it's not this, but doesn't this look like Wes Anderson is about to like? This is young Ben Stiller in the Royal Tenenbaums, and it's gonna like zoom out, and there's gonna be a hawk flying, and it's na 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 na. Hey Jude, it's gonna be or can't remember. Is it Hey Jude in the Royal Tenenbaums, or is it? Wild Horses or Ruby Tuesday. I can't. Maybe it's Ruby Tuesday. I can't remember. This is Ben Stiller though. You know what this also kind of looks like in Spider-Man 3 when Spider-Man swings in and the lady goes, "Oh my God, it's Spider-Man!" I don't know what you are. Heavyweight champ trains here daily. Rocky 2 in the first movie, he's not the champ. Rocky. Not Rocky 4. Could be Rocky 3. It's Rocky 3, y'all. You know what's crazy? And you got to admire Sylvester Stallone for so many reasons. But we're supposed to root against Ivan Drago for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is that he's from the Soviet Union and not the United States of America. Another reason is that he killed Apollo Creed in the ring. But that was literally just like, I don't even know what you would call it, like reckless endangerment causing death. It's not really murder. Like he punched him and he died. But then the thing is, we're supposed to hate him because there's that training montage where like he's punching the machine, and Americans don't train with machines. They punch meat and they run in the snowy Adirondacks and stuff like that. He's punching a machine and the machine's going, 17 gigapunches. And then they inject him with like a clear liquid and they go, 19 gigapunches or something like that. So we're supposed to hate him because he's on steroids. But bro, Sylvester Stallone was on steroids when he made the movie. That's so fucking crazy. Like the dude was shooting up steroids and then going like, hey, and then shoot him with the steroids so we know he's the bad guy. Like this is so crazy. Sly was on roids, but Rocky was natty. Oh, don't give me this Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde stuff, okay? Like that, you know what pisses me off is that I actually think that's an awesome argument. I think it's kind of a great argument that Sylvester Stallone is on steroids, but Rocky's natty because we don't see him doing the drugs on the screen. Wait, that's fucking crazy. NL is psyched for the cruise, but Ryan hates the idea. You know what? That's the other thing I like about the cruise is that it's also becoming an in-joke already, which I'm excited about. Because now that it's out there and people can talk about it, it's like its own living thing. Whereas like when it was just in my head, I mean, it sometimes it took me to a better place, like trolls band together. Sometimes it took me to a darker place. But now it's out there. This is Amy Schumer and Bill Hader. We should do this on the cruise, man. Cruise segment where everyone in the audience makes their own celebrity mashup, and then one by one they show me the picture on stage, and I like Captain Neurodivergent. I go, that's Kevin Costner and Megan Mullally. Nice try. Nice try. I've seen Kevin Mullally before. Nice try. Okay, who's next? That could be a good. When you go in, there's a piece of paper, a box of glue sticks, and then a bunch of like cut out pictures of celebrities' eyeballs and heads. This country singer had hits with "I Hope You Dance" and "I May Hate Myself in the Morning." Bro, that's Jody Messina. Come on. Oh no, it's Leanne Womack. Oh no, no! A trap door opens up on the cruise, and I'm dropped into the Gulf of Mexico. Nah, man. Nah. Then I appear at the back of the fucking theater. And you go, what the fuck? That's right. Some other dude got dropped into the Gulf of Mexico. My ass is the one at the back of the theater. That's right. He wins the 50-50 every time. That's the thing. A lot of people look at the prestige and they say, "Oh, Hugh Jackman's ambition got the better of him. Now he dies on stage every night." You don't know that. Odds are. But he probably gets some fucking good streaks. But there's some times where he's like, "Damn, I've won the 50-50 like 4 times in a row. Let's go, man." He never wins the 50-50. That's not how it works. Somebody's got to win the 50-50. I don't know if you've seen the movie, but someone's got to win. If someone loses the 50-50, the other guy won. And guess who the other guy is? It's him. Is a Fire Stick real? Is it a safe place to admit I have no idea what a Fire Stick or a Roku stick actually does? Like, how can you plug something into your TV that like gives it channels? That doesn't make any sense to me. It makes a dumb TV smart, like Frankenstein type shit. It's alive. I'm saying this as a guy who has like, I think I might have 5 Amazon Fire tablets. Because for Champions of Fire 1, they were just kind of giving them to us. Now, this is not a flex, because you saw how, if you've been around a long time, you saw how those beasts performed on the stage. They would get real hot, especially in the second Champions of Fire when you were playing that Sonic the Hedgehog Subway Surfers game. Those tablets would get hot as fuck, man. They would get so hot. And they would have to, every once in a while, they'd crash and they'd have to call a guy out and he would like cool it down. Can I just say something? There's got to be a better way to pack the bacon, man. I know that maybe it's one of those things where it's like, be careful what you wish for. Because like, it's so slimy in there. There has to, can they not put like a little piece of paper or something in between a few of the slices? Like as soon as you open it up, it's like, I guess it is meat. I'm kind of asking for like, hey, can I eat the flesh of an animal without ever being forced to reconcile with how grotesque this act is? You know what? That's a good, fuck me. That's a good point. Slime on me right now. Yeah. I deserve to get slimed out for that take. You put the bacon in the Tupperware when you're done with it? Nah, man, I cooked the whole pound at once, and then I eat like 6 slices while I'm waiting for the last few batches to cook. You have to eat like at least half of the pack while you're cooking it. 4 pounds of bacon? I can't imagine this is more than $10.99. Oh, shit, bacon's expensive as fuck, man. What the fuck? It's $18 even? It's $18.49. $18.49. How does a ragtag bulk batch pork bacon decorated congressman, you know what I'm saying? Lin-Manuel Miranda will be on the cruise as well. He'll be doing a live performance of Hamilton on the cruise. Don't lie. Oh no, they're canceling their reservations. I'll be doing it. You had me until Lin-Manuel. Big Miranda fan. Actually, I always like Miranda. I like Miranda the most. I don't care if this is controversial. By the way, this is not a misogynist take. This is actually a fucking... What's the opposite of misogynist? I'm being misogynist right now. Like pro-women. Miranda, least annoying person. By the way, stop saying misandrist. The opposite of hating women is not hating men. It's loving all of God's creatures equally. But Miranda, least annoying for sure. Charlotte is a fucking snake. At like age 16, I was like, maybe Charlotte's my favorite. No, bro, Charlotte's a snake. She makes her boyfriend get circumcised and then dumps him. That's a positively Madonna act, man. Why? She doesn't like the way it looks. She thinks it looks weird, so she made him get circumcised, and then like a couple months later, they break up. You're not supposed to look at it. I don't like the way it looks either, and I am circumcised. Just get over it. He dumps her. Oh, whatever. She knows what she did. Circumcised guy dumps her because his new penis is giving him aura? That can't be real. I think Carrie's the least annoying. Bro, Carrie, she's a gossip. I get that she's a writer. That's probably your argument, is like, oh, she's a professional writer. I don't want to hang out with Carrie. You be telling her some shit like, don't tell anybody. All of a sudden, you open up like Glamour magazine or something. Guess what? There's my fucking dirty laundry being aired the fuck out, and all of a sudden, I'm getting slimed. No, thank you, man. And then Samantha, I don't know, like... It's good that she's like sexually liberating, but like, can you get another hot? I'm not saying stop fucking all the people you're fucking, but can we just talk about like, you know, food? Can we order an appetizer first? Yeah, she is a little exhausting. Just a one note, like no nuance to the character at all, man. It's probably the Ivory Coast or Togo. Oh, shit. Ghana, Mali, Equatorial Guinea. Oh, Guinea, and then this you go. Did you mean Guatemala? Oh, it's adjacent. Okay, so it's just. Are you Senegal? You are, I was going to say Ghana again. Cameroon? No. Cameroon? Oh. Sierra Leone? Liberia? Burkina Faso? Malawi? Oh, no. Oh. I don't know. I'm so sad. I don't know. What is it? Guinea. That hurts. Can I tell you something insane but 100% honest? I literally looked at this and said June 18th, 2021, and I said, what the fuck? That hasn't happened yet. I said, that's the future. How am I supposed to know what movies are going to be number one at the box office when that shit hasn't even happened yet? It's an action. Oh, it's the Hitman's bodyguard's wife. Hitman's wife's bodyguard or whatever. We're getting the Delta variant of COVID to go see the Hitman's wife's bodyguard in theaters is so crazy. That ain't worth it, man. I mean, you could just stay home and get the Delta variant like the rest of us did, okay? You ain't got to go out for all that. That shit was, it was catching you just like ambiently through ventilation systems and stuff like that. If I remember correctly. It's crazy because it hasn't happened yet, but anyway. Paramount Pictures, could this be Top Gun Maverick? No. Could this be A Quiet Place 2? Yep, that makes sense. Can I tell you how I know that A Quiet Place 2 is Paramount? Literally in my head, I only think of Paramount as the Top Gun studio because they used to sponsor Canada's Wonderland in Vaughan, Ontario. And I said, John Krasinski seems like the type of guy that would be able to pitch Paramount. Like I could picture him going into the Paramount offices for his meeting with like a tight beard with just the absolutely tasteful amount of gray in it and like one of those weighted vests with like a military flag on it and being like, here's what we're going to do. I could totally see that. Rip to Top Gun at Paramount Canada's Wonderland. Anyone go to Canada's Wonderland when it was still, it had the Flintstones area? Anyone ever ride Behemoth and Leviathan in one day because you were on a date with the woman who you would eventually marry and you didn't want to tank aura loss by being like, I'm too scared to ride, which were at the time the 6th and 7th tallest roller coasters in the world? Yeah, it looks like fun. Yeah, oh wow, that looks so fun to be put in a chair with no other support really, and then kind of like pulled 300 meters into the air and then dropped at like an 81 degree angle or something like that. That looks like the sort of thing that is fun, man. Was Kate pretending or was she into it? Kate, genuinely, I'm jealous. She actually like loves roller coasters. I have to trick myself. Why is it like people who don't like roller coasters, for us, we don't get the luxury of just having fun at like a scary amusement park. Like for us, it's always got to be like personal growth. It's the same thing with dancing. Like you're like, oh, you don't have fun dancing? Well, I got an idea. Let's put like a ton of pressure on you and make it about like reforming your whole fucking psyche instead of just like being at a party and letting loose. What if you completely changed the type of person you were instead? Like this, it's so fucked up, man. The neurotypicals don't get it, man. They don't get it. The queue line's going crazy. Nah, man, both of the people in the queue line. If you're the two people in the queue line, stop beefing with each other, okay? There's enough room, I swear. There's enough room for everybody. Can I say something? He literally looks hotter here than he does here. Because this isn't a real guy. Like, what is this guy? This guy is not a real, this is just a suit. The suit's wearing, this is a real guy with like strengths and weaknesses and dreams and like, foibles and something. Yeah, it's you with hair, exactly. So he's a real guy, man.
Indicate, a verb meaning to point out or point to. Indicatus is Latin, arising from indicar, which combines in with dicere, meaning to proclaim or dedicate. Indicate, a verb meaning to point out or point to.
If my wife was like a stoner or whatever. It's actually, I've made myself into a more embarrassing streamer than a streamer who just plays video games. So I used to tell people, I stream video games. And they would go, what games? And then I would say, like, have you ever heard of The Binding of Isaac? And they would say no. And then that was the end of the conversation. But now they go, what kind of stuff do you stream? And I go, those New York Times daily games? And they go, like the mini crossword that takes 15 seconds? And I go, yeah, I do that for like 2 hours every single day. And they're like, people watch that? And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's very strange. I guess it was like already hard because they would be like, you must be good at games. And I would be like, here's where you're wrong, buddy. This looks like it's from Italy. There's Parmesan cheese. Fish and chips versus the Hockey Porky Bowl. We got to figure out what caused England to become this and inoculate the rest of the world. Hockey Porky Bowl with barbecue pulled pork, chips, cheese sauce, and crispy onions. It's probably the Napoleonic Wars. Okay. It's funny to think about them eating this shit after like the Battle of Waterloo or whatever. I don't know that much shit about the Napoleonic Wars. Duke of Wellington was doing some shit back then for sure, man. Horatio Nelson. The fish and chips look pretty good, but still, I'll say it, bro. I mean, price notwithstanding, this actually looks fun. First, I was like, this is sad. Then I took a closer look with my heart open. This actually looks good as fuck. The bread looks real. This looks more like clip art. Like if I wanted a hot dog emoji, I would want this. But this looks good as fuck. By the way, I don't want to make you feel bad if you're American, but did you know Costco Canada, you can still choose for your $1.49 hot dog combo, you can still choose between a hot dog and a Polish sausage? We still have the choice up here. Polish every time? Of course. So, I mean, I'll take the hot dog, but I'd rather take a Polish. This is going to win, though, because people, they eat with their eyes. Never mind. I'm getting fucked up today. I'm getting slimed, man. 4 sausage hot dog? Are you insane? Typhoid fever is caused by a strain of what rod-shaped gram-negative enterobacteria? Tuberculosis? Judges? Salmonella. It's actually salmonella. Holy shit. Final question. Final clue. Noted cruise salesman Northern Lion once had Campylobacter end this before he got slimed out. Sort these data storage technologies by when they were first introduced, starting with the latest. Is this the stupidest thing of all time? Because it feels to me like QR codes could have been invented in like the year 51 and then just like manually decoded. Like obviously cavemen were not like printing CD-ROMs. That's insane. But it seems completely plausible that they could have been making QR codes, like encoding data in a grid, and then like, I don't know what, I guess you would invite a dude over and be like, take a look at this. I don't know how you would share it. Now that I think about it, I don't really know how you would share it, but this seems like something that could have, or maybe they could have used like a smoke signal QR code or something. I firmly believe that this is the right order. And then we'll try QR codes last. QR codes after CD-ROM. There you go. QR codes 1994. You said 1953? What's the difference to a motherfucker born in 2004, bro? Same shit. There were cavemen in 1994. You ever see Ty Domi? Those were like his halcyon days, man. How would you scan them? Fucking, I don't know, man. I don't know basically anything about how our world works at all. I just know how to put some words together in like a funny order. I've said it many times. Pictures do not make sense. I know it's a Jerma bit, but he was actually like spitting with this. How the fuck can you capture an image of reality? Like it seems insane that you, like a JPEG is the most magical spell that's ever been cast. You are encoding a moment of reality. And I don't know what form, like what's the fucking file extension for reality? What's the file format for a moment in time? But whatever, a camera is converting it from real life into data, which is absolutely insane. It seems like a real camera is a magical spell and a digital camera is like just an evolution of the analog camera. But I actually look at it the opposite way. Like there's a physical process that's happening with like light hitting objects and then leaving a shadow and an impression on like a medium that happens in a physical camera. But how the fuck does you have a little computer inside of your camera that just goes beep, and then it's like, remember that moment that was real? Remember the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Here, we brought it up. We brought it back on demand. That's insane. It's actually a little, like, it's amazing, but it's a little scary too, because they turned reality into fucking ones and zeros, which is like, I don't think that was ever something that God thought was going to happen. Like we overstepped ourselves there a little bit, because then at that moment, those transient moments that were supposed to make you appreciate them, instead we don't appreciate them. We go click. I'll appreciate this later. When your phone goes, who's that? And then photos from 5 years ago come up and you go, oh yeah, I remember taking a picture of that sunset. But you don't remember how it fucking made you feel. You don't remember like what the fucking context was in the moment. You just go, that's pretty. Fucking asshole. That's how I feel about life too, man. Because now they're trying to put Tom Cruise into DALL-E or something like that. So, well, one day Tom Cruise will die, but we'll still be able to make new Mission Impossibles. Bro, you're not watching the Mission Impossibles because you're like, they're just going to keep making more after he dies, because as something becomes infinite, we lose appreciation for its finite nature. And this is why a cruise is so important. Well, put your phones away. When you walk on the ship, we're going to hit you with a burst of gamma radiation that's going to blow up your phone. And then, adrift in the Gulf of Mexico, disconnected from the telecommunications networks of the earth, we're going to make some memories. We are going to make some memories. North Carolina or Columbus, Ohio? Columbus, they have more people with DUIs. Higher percentage of adults who sleep less than 7 hours. Bro, aren't people just sleeping here? It's gotta be, Can I say something that it sucks because I believe this 100%, even though it's insane. But I genuinely lost a little bit of respect for Shohei Ohtani when I found out that he sleeps 10 hours or 12 hours a night. And it's not like I'm like, oh, that's not okay. It's not like that. And he's obviously an amazing baseball player. It's also possible that maybe I could be doing that shit if I slept 12 hours a night. Like, I've never had the ability to sleep 10 hours a night. I would have more respect for him if we had the same amount of sleep and he was doing that shit, is all I'm saying. Because apparently Barry Bonds sleeps 12 hours a night too, which I think many people are saying was how he hit all those home runs. So I think it's actually possible. Like, I only know 2 adult human beings who sleep 12 hours a night, and they're both some of the best baseball players ever to play the game. So for me, I kind of feel like maybe it's the sleep, man. Maybe they're not. I mean, they're obviously good, but maybe they're good because of the sleep. I sleep 12 hours a day and I'm depressed. Yeah. But like, is it sleep or like, are you just on your phone? Because like, that's I don't think Shohei's on his phone in bed. Maybe for like 15 minutes. I mean, he's a human being. But can I say something, by the way? I don't know if this is normal. Saturday night, I had a horrible sleep. I go to bed almost every night at like 9:30, wake up at 5:30, okay? Do the math, it's 8 hours, buddy. If I wake up at 4:30 and I have an hour until my alarm, I'm getting 57 extra minutes. That's no problem. That's stress-free, low cortisol. But what happened on Saturday is like what curses me. I woke up after an hour. I fell asleep at 9:30, woke up at 10:30. Still got 7 hours to go till my alarm goes off. But just for some reason, waking up after an hour of sleep is fucked up, man. Like, you wake up and you're like, I thought I was going to be out for like 7.5 hours. I'm up after like 70 minutes. Like, so after I woke up at 10:30, I stayed awake for like 2.5 hours and then went back to bed. Horrible, dude. But then I was so tired that last night I slept amazingly. Last night was like time travel. Won't make it in the MLB like that. Guys, I think I was going to say, I think it might be my last year to get drafted, but I meant like in a hockey context, then I realized it's probably not the right time. Also, for the other context, it's like they keep raising the age. Like, I'm not trying to be too real, but I kind of was like, I'm getting made fun of for being old, but then they keep posting press releases that are like, if you're under 44, you got to register or something. And I'm like, how could this be? How could I be old but still young enough? That doesn't make any sense, man. Like, we as millennials, we're keeping ourselves well preserved. We were like, this is awesome. I'm going to do a triathlon when I'm 50. I'm going to do an Ironman when I'm 52. And then you could see the government, look at our middle-aged men. Look at the middle-aged men back then. They all look like Homer Simpson and Tony Soprano. And look at the middle-aged men now. They got the athleisure. They got the Arc'teryx. They've been keeping themselves in peak physical condition. They've been artificially dosing gorilla testosterone and measuring the quality of their overnight erections. Look at them. 17th century controversies, domestic tragedies. Oh, good, blackface theater. Could be a famous play. Could be Halloween party at a Vancouver school. back in like 1997 or whatever. Plays set in Venice, Shakespearean tragedies about military leaders. Wait. Plays about suicide, interracial romance. It's Othello. I was going to type Titus Andronicus. Canadians have like 3 jokes. Okay, but the Trudeau Halloween costume, as somebody who voted for him one time, and thus is his best friend, the Trudeau Halloween costume is really crazy. And the picture is so insane. The picture is so unbelievable. Like yes, the fact that it's real is I'm not gonna say it's unbelievable, but it is. I mean, I'm gonna say it's not okay, but it is really funny. Can we agree on that? It is also funny. I did see that Reddit comment that was like, it's him and Katy Perry at Coachella, and he's sitting on the curb eating noodles. And he said, the comment was like, it boggles the mind that this guy could be a prime minister of a country for 10 years and then just be on the curb eating noodles. But it really is crazy. Like, he's living like a collegiate lifestyle. Bro was the leader of our country for like 10 years, man. That's good. You could not picture Stephen Harper like resigning the prime minister's office and then being at like Hillside Music Festival eating a big hot dog or something like that. Like not in a suit. He's literally just wearing like a white shirt and tailored jeans. Like, it's so crazy. Stephen Harper's son was a year younger than me at Queens. Dude was a fucking loser. Okay, literally, Kilburn, I believe you because I know your track record, but I don't have anything against Mr. Harper's son. He hasn't done anything to me. And also, I do think that socially, he's kind of got a big hill to climb when your dad is like, one of the worst vibes you could probably have in a Canadian university, especially deep in like liberal country, is, hey, my dad is the current prime minister of Canada, and also he's a conservative. Like, you can't pull up to the kegger like that, man. Oh, that's Tim Harper. Yeah, what does your dad do? Oh, you know him. He's on the news every day. That fuck-ass Lego haircut. The Lego, like the really, really thick Lego haircut. If you've never seen Stephen Harper, he has the head of a Lego man. 100%. I can't believe I've never thought about it until now. Oh, good. Nazi autism researchers who died in 1980? Nazi eugenics, Austrian. Oh, is this the really, really bad guy? Is this Joseph Mengele? It's Hans Asperger. I was going to ask the dumbest question of all time, which is, the question I was going to ask is this a bad guy? Well, I don't need you to answer that. I can come to my own conclusions based on the context clues we've been given. Catholic holy days. Oh, motherfucker. Donkeys? Feasts of Jesus Christ? I'm supposed to know everything this motherfucker ate just because he's famous? January observance? There's a holiday in January that's not New Year's? I have no idea, man. Shrove Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? Shrove Tuesday? Feast of the ass! Yeah! I didn't know he was freaky like that, man! That's awesome! On January the 14th, I'm not even fucking with you. It's my wife's birthday. Oh, shit! Woo! 64-year-old man presents with some substernal chest discomfort that began while walking up a flight of stairs. Fantastic. It's a myocardial infarction, bro. Wow, I must be some kind of genius. An old guy's chest hurt when he walked up the stairs. He's having a heart attack. Get me to the cardiology department stat, bro. Kind of slimed that one. Oh, yeah, bigly. I'll never forget, we have like a lot of doctors, not on my side of the family, but on Kate's side of the family, there's a lot of doctors. I remember her grandma had a stroke once, and then her grandson-in-law, who is a doctor, was like, send me the chart and the images so I can look at it. And when he saw the pictures, he was not stoked. Let's just put it that way. It was a real downer on that holiday weekend. But he was like, yeah, send me like the lab results and the images. And then when he looked at it, he was like, what I'm trying to say is that it's nice to not have a doctor in the family too. Because then like ignorance is bliss sometimes. I don't even know why I brought that up. It was kind of like an extreme downer. I apologize. Walk it off. Kind of slimed the vibes. My bad, y'all. Trauma dumping. Guys, this cannot be real. You know how I told you I got like 3.5 hours of sleep? Text from my mom. Have an amazing day, son. I meant to tell you yesterday you look great. You look rested and younger. I love you. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, man. Great text. W mom. But mom, I was not rested. I was on 3.5 hours of sleep. Maybe less sleep is the strat, man. A little heavy on the hi-hat. Wait a sec. Don't you dare hold back, just put your eyes on me. She said you're holding back. I said shut up and dance with. Wait, I thought for sure it was that, man. Ooh. Wait, me getting really into this song before finding out it's the most ass song ever made. It sounds like the Hold Steady, bro. Bro, this shit sounds like the Hold Steady. It's gonna be like a theme song for a cartoon or something. I'm gonna get fucking psychologically slimed, man. What are you? It is Ed Sheeran, dude. It's the house beyond the hill. House, but that over the castle on the hill. Wait, can I say something? This shit actually might be fucking awesome. I don't really fuck with Ed Sheeran, but I think that this song might be fucking peak, man. Is it like 300 decibels loud for you as well? Yeah, pretty loud. Okay. I'm really digging them. Anyway, I can't believe people play vicariously through streamers instead of experiencing the Spire 2 themselves. Buddy, are you sitting down? We're selling cruise tickets, bro. This has to be a bit. It's a real bit. It's a bit that's real. Don't say getting pregnant on the Northern Lion Super Cruise. You know what's crazy too is I'm like a little embarrassed to talk about it. But like imagine how embarrassed you have to be if you're like Dan, Squeex, or Kate, and you have to call it the NL Super Cruise, legally speaking. Like that's like it's bad enough that I'm out here calling it the Northern Lion Super Cruise, but imagine being Squeex and having to say I'm gonna be on the NL Super Cruise. NL, have you heard about the chimpanzee civil war? I think I saw like some kind of headline that was like there's a once every 250 year chimpanzee civil war happening right now, but I didn't know, I don't know anything else about it. Fellas, stop fighting. There's room at the zoo for everybody. They don't like this joke, but it's a really, really good joke. And I think, honestly, it's a great example of a situation where if your delivery was good, the joke would kill every single time. But if you don't have 100% belief that the joke's gonna work, then people go, I don't really like this joke. And also it feels like something about it feels bad. But it's not bad. It's just funny. You're looking quite slender. Thank you. I actually ate like a disgusting pig this weekend. But like not in a way that indicates like I have an eating disorder. I just ate like a lot of Tostitos. I was stressed out, man. I ate so many Tostitos. They were multigrain though, so they're probably good for you. I love Tostitos. I don't give a fuck if they suck. And I apologize because that sounded like Mike Glambin type flow. But like, they're good enough, man. Especially the multigrain ones. They're good enough. Also, the Tostitos salsa is good. Like, that's the one time siloing was actually the right play, man. When you get the Tostitos chips, your eye is just drawn to the salsa right after. And I recognize, because I'm a human being with eyes and taste buds, I recognize that the Tostitos salsa basically isn't really that good. It just sort of tastes cold. But sometimes that's what I'm looking for, man. Sometimes you just want to put some cold red on top of your tortilla chips. Also, I want to say something about salsa. We should stop, of course I'm going to take the file. We should stop putting it in tall glass jars, and we should start putting it in really wide dishes at the grocery store. I don't know if there's something physically different, like if you have a really like wide glass dish, is it like 100 times harder to generate the torque necessary to open the lid? But like that way, you wouldn't be halfway through the jar and then you got to get your hand all salsa-y in order to get some salsa on the tortilla chip. I know you can pour it into a bowl, but like, you know, the customer's always right, man. Why do you have 3 defiles? Defile you with a smile. Suck me like you wanted me to do. You know what I'm talking about? I used to be a little boy. What's a child supposed to do? The chiller in me is the chiller in you. Actually, could be aura on the cruise to have everybody walk up to one roulette table and put all our money on one number and then let it remain. But bro, imagine the vibes on the cruise. The 1 in 34 chance that number hit, though. Imagine how that would be an all-timer moment, man. Imagine. And then, yeah, let it ride. I don't even, well, we'll see. I was going to say there's got to be somebody out there who believes that, like, if you just play the cards right, you can win Slay the Spire with any deck. And then I realized that guy is actually... And I don't even mean this in a negative way towards my good friend, but it's literally just Dan. It's not me. I'm the opposite. I'm becoming a very annoying guy in Slay the Spire. I don't know if you have been watching the YouTube videos, but like, I'm the guy who's like, I have the best deck ever, and I go, I've got a bad feeling about this. I don't think we're gonna make it on this one, guys. And then I go fight the boss and like, kill them in 2 turns, and then I go, oh, floor 3 is going to be really nasty. Oh. I can get your taxes done for free if you shout out my business to your other friends? Wait. Are you being so... Wait, aren't you the guy... What, Jason, why was I beefing with you? I was beefing with you for some reason that doesn't seem to make sense, because what you just said is awesome. Oh, they were asking, you were asking something, a very personal question, yes. How it felt to bust an unprotected load or something like that. Something insane like that. That got kind of scrubbed from the memory over March and April for sure. It was definitely a crazy comment. Wait, are you dead? We might be the GOAT, man. It feels amazing? Yeah, you don't need to tell. I don't even think he needed to ask. Obviously, it feels amazing. Why do people track how often you change your underwear? I don't know how to answer this question, but can I be honest with you? You're literally tracking how often I change my underwear if you have a calendar. I change it, and what should fuck with you is that there's probably like 2 hours a day where no panties on. Let me just put it that way. And you're going to say, how could this possibly be true? I guess I would. I still only does 19 damage to you, huh? That's exactly where we want to be. It's because I ride the bike with no underwear on because of the cycling bib. Corey will tell you got to go underwearless in the cycling bib. So there is like about a 2-hour window every day, huge, where I'm straight up going commando. I take it off around 5:55 to put on the cycling bib, and then I put it on like 7:45 after I hop out the shower. How's that going to work on the cruise? I would probably just be wearing gym shorts if I had to guess. Twitch chat is so funny to me. The little man in the top right will say something crazy. The chat will erupt into a sea of the same exact message like a horrifying hive mind that occasionally screams in unison when something slightly funny happens. It is, listen, your name is like Weed Nuggets 12 or something like that, but it is like a website that I think, like, by all accounts should not exist, but much like Italian brain rot, like, its existence has unveiled something innate about the human mind, like a virus exploiting an infection vector that we weren't aware that we as human beings actually had. And I'm happy to be a part of it, I guess, is all I'm trying to say. What's crazy is that it's fucked up. I'm gonna be sweating through my fucking shirt talking to like more, like right now, I don't know how many people are in the chat. I'm not getting slimed that bad, so this must, Slay the Spire 2 must not be that popular. It must not have sold that many copies. We take nothing here, by the way. But like, if I'm in a room with 50 people and they're all waiting for me to say something funny, I'm gonna freak the fuck out, man, because that's not how this shit works. But like, if there's 10,000 of you in the chat, I'm like, it's just a couple of people talking. It's just a couple of buds having a conversation. I think Slay the Spire is a weird fit for my stream because, like, I want to be shooting the shit and talking about, like, you know, Yojimbo and stuff like that instead of being like, well, we need to carry the 3 and this is how we get enough. Yeah, it looks like we get there. But I think multiplayer completely nullifies that concern, which is awesome. Because they can be doing the math and I could be going, I could just, when Justin's trying to calculate some turns, I can just say some shit like, Justin, you have Yojimbo swag. And then he'll say, I can already picture in my head going, pardon? I could picture him saying that shit like he's here right now, like he's still with us. You ever been pitted? I'm gonna level with you, brother. It's nice that you would ask. I'm not cool enough to have ever, like, surfed. I literally think if I went surfing, and surfing does seem cool, don't get me wrong, I literally think I would fall off the board, hit my head on a rock, and die in, like, I'm gonna say like a minute and a half or something like that. I went roller skating for the first time in my 30s and broke my wrist in under 10 minutes. Okay, now that, you shouldn't admit to that because that wouldn't happen to me. I was rollerblading like a freaking demon as a kid. I went skating for the first time in at least 25 years. This holiday season, like not Feast of the Ass in January, but in around like the Christmas season. And honestly, like I was worried I was gonna fall on my ass. One lap around the rink, I was stumbling and going like, whoa, whoa, whoa. After that, it just comes back to you, man. It literally, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like riding a bike. It just comes back to you. I should learn how to skateboard. This is some shit they're gonna play at my funeral. Learn to skateboard, he did, and he loved it. Yes, he did, he loved it. Until one day, well, I'll spare you the details. We all know why we're here. Skateboarded off the side of the NL Super Cruise. Yep, that's how I want to go. It's great you no longer need the wiki open to play the game. Am I getting trolled? Am I getting slimed out? Be honest with me. Whoa, wait! I passed by you walking on West 4th this weekend, didn't want to bother you. Plus the out with the family aura vibe was real. Okay, first off, that's true, and that was me, and I was there, and obviously you have no doubt about it because you're talking about it as we speak. Secondly, I think I fucking saw you. Were you with a girl? Were you with a girl? Do you have tortoise shell glasses? And maybe you were wearing a denim jacket. I can't remember, but I looked at this guy, and I went, "This is." And I know this sounds like something that someone would say if they were being gang stalked. I have gotten, or thinking that they were gang stalked, I've gotten insanely good at recognizing guys who will recognize me before they've recognized me. There's a profile, and sometimes I get caught by surprise, but very, very rarely. Most of the time, I see them coming half a block away and their visage changes a little bit in a way that to them is imperceptible, but to me is very, very telling. And then they double back a little bit and they go, excuse me, and I go, okay. But also, I will say, it would have been fine if you came and said hi, but also, W to you for recognizing, like, hey, maybe this isn't like an appropriate situation. I was with a girl, I was wearing a denim jacket, hauling new shoes. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. They're calling me the rainbow to people. I'll be back. You'll get another chance, I'll be back. Everyone attacked the bus driver. Honestly, one of the most slimed out I ever felt in conversation was when I said some shit like, it's like when you're on the bus and everybody says, hey guys, let's flip the bus over by all going to one side of the bus and then like bumping into the window so that on the way home from school, our bus tips over and probably like 3 of us pass away. And then so many people in the chat were like, we didn't do that. I was like, I thought that was like a foundational experience of being a human being. They were doing that shit like crazy, and I was going, no, stop, the bus drivers are friends. Stop. We're gonna get hurt. But then all the kids at the back of the bus who love to like use lighters all the time for some reason, they're like obsessed with lighters. They didn't want to hear it, man. They didn't want to hear it. You mean like Justin? I'm not even fucking with you. I don't even mean this in a negative way. It would not surprise me if Justin was one of the lighter guys. Which, by the way, I mean that as a compliment. The lighter guy was cool. Didn't he self-immolate in Spanish class? All I know is that there are times with Justin where you'll come up with like a, wouldn't it be funny if something like this happened? And then he'll laugh. And then he'll go, oh yeah, I knew a guy who like, he encased himself in concrete or something like that. Yeah, I knew a guy who took a bath in concrete and they had to use a jackhammer to get him out. He's got a lot of interesting stories for sure. He knows a lot of interesting people, let's put it that way. And it is actually like the same guy almost every time. That is the other thing. Wake Up Honey, People of Note has come out. Thank you to Annapurna Interactive for the sponsorship. This is a critically acclaimed rhythm-based RPG called People of Note that just came out on April the 7th. Very positive reviews on Steam, and we're going to be checking it out for an hour here. How's my voice? And don't answer about like the timbre or the pitch, because we already know that that's bad. But how's my voice in relation to the volume? We're going to be keeping the volume a little bit higher than usual because it's rhythm-based, which means as you play through the game, you might want to be on the beat in order to hit some synergies, do some critical damage, etc., etc. Thank you for saying the view is positively Vancouver-esque, because it actually, we got to get up to it, but this really does look like the seawall right at like the eastern terminus of Falls Creek, and this is BC Place right here. Hang on, Annapurna, do you have something you'd like to admit to? Because this is BC Place, bro, and this is people chilling on that deprecated seawall near Science World, where everybody was walking on it for like literally 40 years, and then the city was like, oh, it could crumble into the sea at any given moment. And you're like, well, I guess I'm lucky to be alive then. Anyway, let's get started here. Select the combat difficulty. Can I hit you with something crazy? It's an RPG, bro. You can put me on superstar difficulty. And of course, we're gonna go puzzles on. Would you like to calibrate audio-visual timing? Absolutely, I would. By the way, exclamation point, P-O-N, capital P, so that you can get more information about how to check out People of Note for yourself. It is available on Steam right now. Hit confirm when the circles overlap. When the circles overlap. How about that? It's that easy. Wait, this is literally the seawall?
Hey, you with the sour look! We're minutes away from smolder, girl! Cheer up!
They're... whatever.
I literally
Look,
just
I've
have
been really down for
RBF.
this. I've got places to be.
Whatever? Have you heard their new album?
Yeah, it sounded just like their last album. and the one before that, and the one before that.
That could be a good thing.
Smolder is the voice of a generation.
Imagine if Steely
I'll speak
Dan
for
made 3
myself,
gauchos.
Now let me through.
How dare you disrespect the greatest musical act of our age? Mike's out, girl. Bring it.
Oh, come on.
Okay, tutorial battle. I'm ready. And honestly, this guy looks like me, so I know he's got no rhythm. Wait, but those shorts, though, holy.
Just gonna take care of this one real quick.
A turn in People of Note is referred to as a stanza. The top number of the time signature denotes how many actions you can take per stanza, typically 1 per bandmate. The bottom number denotes how many actions the enemy can take per stanza. Then I choose to attack you. And do no damage because I have no rhythm. But you have even worse rhythm. Fair enough.
You'll need a little more than that.
When performing music, you need to stay on the beat. Hit confirm as the circles overlap for a perfect strike. Stay on rhythm for maximum damage. Get ready. We go again. You ready? There we go, 7 damage. I honestly thought it was gonna be like 50 damage. We go one more time. We only need to hit you for 2. It's the thought that counts, man.
Didn't stand a chance.
So she just beats up people who disagree with her musical taste. The physical combat that they're getting into, as of right now, I consider it a diegetic abstraction of getting into a tete-a-tete. You know, having a conversation with an individual and investing them in the marketplace of ideas. Hey, listen, I got a lead on something here. What do you mean? Check this out. Whoa! Take forever with the text. It's a golden clef. Every council member has one. It's an automatic pass to the final round of Noteworthy. Yo, we just got to rizz up Ken Jeong and get the golden buzzer, bro. It's kind of an open secret for a few years now, at least for the rich and powerful, I'm sure. Anyway, I tried Duncan first. He gave his away already, but then I got Sharps. Took a little convincing. Maybe the others are still available? Thought you'd want to know.
Oh,
I think this is my way back in.
if your mysterious friend is to be believed, yeah. But even if you get back in the competition, are you still gonna go with Under the Lights? I mean, even if the other judges are impressed, Sharp is 1/5 the vote.
We'll sing that bridge when we come to it. For now,
5 members on the Council of Fifths.
Okay.
Obviously.
We're gonna go
Fred
track
already
him
got
down.
Sharp.
I see. It's kind of like a Kill Bill type situation, but we're not actually going to be killing anybody. So we're just going to. It's like a Chill Bill situation. Councilwoman Tempo is probably down-tone in the J-pop district. She's probably down-tone. I get it, man. I get it. I get it. I get it, but I don't know how to get down. I don't know how to get down though. This is like it's a certified Chibli. They let me on the roof situation. Cadence, they've let me on the roof. There we go. I guess you just go to the edge. What a huge line that must be to get Mandy's autograph. Better check it out. I hear Mandy's obsessed with cake pops. It makes sense she'd sign autographs near the cart over there. Cake pops, 20 groove each. Hey, I really need one. A fine choice, ma'am. Got the groove? Dad's credit card difference. You got the key item cake pop. Bro, I literally solved the puzzle like instantly. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Mandy. Is this Mandy? Mandy, I have your cake pop, Mandy. She keeps saying she needs something to eat. Guys, I think we actually solved the puzzle instantly.
Hi.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need to head to the back of the line.
Wait, she's got a cake pop.
She's like got a cake pop, which she maybe
Is willing to give to a kind and talented performer.
yay to the front of the line.
This is blatant corruption, but it's adorable blatant corruption, so I'm okay with it.
OMG, so amazing. I love this city. Now, the autograph should go to...
Just have her do a credit
My
card
name's
signature. That
Cadence,
should be fine.
But I'm not actually here for that. I came to ask you about your golden clef.
Oh. And we were like having such a nice time.
Please, it's my dream. I have to get into that contest. If I
No, I mean, it's sorta... I gave
You gave the clef to Beneke?
Oh, I told the council we should have like 4 or 5 at least. There are so many
Me showing up
special
to the
people
cruise
out
with
there.
booster juice? Wait,
I know,
that's
really?
actually... I was going to say I wouldn't do it for a
Well,
cake
then
pop,
we
but the
got through
booster
it,
juice
like,
might get me.
Together. You, like, have a band, right?
Me when the booster juice comes out sizzling?
Been a solo act for a long time.
Eh,
But when I
eh.
perform, I feel connected to everyone out there.
Oh, solo acts are so cool. But remember, like, one-way parasocial relationships are fundamentally incapable of fulfilling the basic human desire for intimate and creative connection. You know?
Chad, don't listen to her.
Yeah.
Like, totally.
Thanks, Mandy.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. Stop saying you should log off and go for a walk. I'm done streaming in like 42 minutes or something like that. What the? Something's wrong. I just looked at my watch for the bit. Why is my heart rate 48? Oh, wait. Hang on. Sponsor, give me a second here. I need to make sure I'm not dying, okay? Wait. 1 second here. Okay, measure. Just give it a sec here. Wouldn't it? Bro, it's a flat line on the heart rate monitor. 52. Okay, 52. We're back. Oh my God. I don't know, man. It felt a little weak, to be honest. I'm just making sure I'm not gonna like die on stream. I'm chill. All right, let's get going. Okay. Why the white shirt today? It doesn't come across well on screen, but this is not just any white shirt. This is a white dry waffle Muji shirt, bro. It is not simply a plain white tee like Hey There Delilah. This is from Muji, where it's not $700. It's like $1.32.
Tons of really talented people this
I got that shirt too. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure that the shirt is made out of old recycled Pepsi bottles or something like that. But literally, you put it in the washing machine, wash it, open the door. When the cycle's done, it's dry. It doesn't make any sense. I'm literally just gonna have all of my clothes is gonna be like a character creator. It's just gonna be like 8 different kinds of Muji dry waffle t-shirts.
You got
Pepsi
some
shirt,
stones equipped, right?
some Coca-Cola pants.
Know how to do that.
You bumpkin. All right.
I don't give a damn.
Listen up.
Instant hit, a well-established single target hit you can rely on, recover a bandmate's HP. Okay, it's gonna be instant hit for 11 to 15 damage against the enemy with the... It's just Slay the Spire with rhythm, man. We can do this. More or less.
Hesitating is always easy, but rarely advised.
Okay, well, ever since I was
It'd
little,
be so
I had
awesome
this
to be
dream.
like elected to a public position, and then you could just start saying stuff like that, and people would be like, "So true."
Business to discuss, and I need to be back at my table before dessert.
Excuse you, we're in the middle of a conversation.
Girl, you're cute, so you must know who I am, right? Celebrities are talking. Just give us a beat.
Are you kidding?
I'm pretty sure this is Narcissus
Just
Prince
because you're
from Super
famous,
Punch-Out.
It gives you the right to just barge
Don't
in
say
here and
Jerma. This doesn't even look like Jerma. Why did 10 people type
That is
Jerma?
quite enough. You yourself did the
It does
very
have the
same
same
thing,
energy
interrupting my
as
meal in pursuit of personal
the
interest.
GIF
And
that for
while I
a
was
while
willing
I
to give you the
believed was
benefit of the doubt,
Jerma,
this sort of
where
outburst is
it's the guy breaking out of the
No,
prison on the CCTV, and he just keeps going like snapping and going like this, and like every time he does it, like more and more of the skin gets like eviscerated from the people who were supposed to be guarding
You
him.
know I can't resist a good entrance.
I'm very sorry for wasting your time.
I'm still not 100% sure it's not him. At the request of Councilwoman Tempo, you're not allowed back into the upscale, ma'am. That's disappointing to hear. That's gore of my comfort, Senator. Absolutely nothing. It's not over yet. It's getting dark. Want to grab some food, then hit that rooftop? I know you love the view. We can relax a bit and figure out what to do. All they do is relax, man. This is the true Gen Z experience. All they do is get like dream-crushing bad news and then console each other.
The stars are so bright.
Brightest since the last convergence, I think. 20 years ago.
We haven't been friends for half that time. That's wild.
I'm still surprised you're friends with me at all. After that night at the grand stage.
What'd you do on the
What,
grand
you
stage,
broke your
man?
hand? That's not your fault. You were just trying to get over the fence, same as the rest of us.
I know, but you missed the entire show. We couldn't afford the tickets. You were scheming how to sneak in for months.
Someone had to take care of you.
Because
Besides,
she's
that
going to
was
say
what
that
you've
was a
been
long
on
time
since?
ago, but don't worry
Totally
about
worth
it. And then years later, he's going to do something wrong. And then she's going to be like, this is just like that time at the concert. And he's going to be like, I knew it. I knew it when you let me off the hook. You didn't actually leave me off the hook. You are my universe. All right, listen, I'm not necessarily the biggest proponent of yes, you can pet the dog culture, but this is kind of sick. I'll give you that one. An accorgion. Okay, that's got a certain je ne sais quoi. You know, as a kid when I used to play RPGs, I didn't even prioritize like having the whole party attack the same guy. That's how bad people were, but mostly me at video games in like the 1990s. I would literally be like, okay, this person, this enemy, that's Cloud's enemy. This enemy is Tifa's enemy. This enemy is Barrett's enemy. And then I would be like, what the heck? This is the hardest battle like I've ever seen in my entire life. Did you also level only one Pokemon? Yeah, I called it a Ryan lock. Guys in chat with 149 IQ maddling right now. I said maddling. I think it's time, man.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
I think it's time for me to... It's time for me to eat some lunch, probably. That being said, we did level up. And on top of that, get a bonus vinyl. Get that chicken potato king. Thank you for telling me and giving me permission to get the chicken potato. This has been People of Note. I've had a really good time playing so far. I like a game with micro games. It's crazy to me that back in my childhood, we used to play RPGs and we would just click on attack and then your guy would go like, that's it, right? That seems a little antiquated. It seems a little antediluvian at this point. People of Note doesn't do that. It has rhythm-based mechanics. The better you do on the rhythm-based mechanics, the better your attacks are, the better your abilities are, the better your supports are, the better your spells get casted. Someone keeps, first off, exclamation point PON. Check it out for yourself. People of Note, available now on Steam. And thank you to Annapurna for the sponsorship. Let me throw a slash marker in here. I keep getting harassed to show you my pen. And they did type pen, by the way. This is what we're rocking right now. It's not a special pen. You can see it's made of like a hard plastic. But it came with the Hoboichi Tekko that my wife got for me that I have not ridden in like a week and a half, which I really need to do. I need to get organized again. I was using that pen, writing in my journal, and then it ran out of ink. In order to understand this story, first you gotta look at it, okay? I ran out of ink, and I said, oh my God, I ran out of ink in my pen. I need a new one. And then Kate went, it has 4 colors on it. And I went, oh yeah. And then I tapped the blue ink instead of the black ink. And I went, you know, this is what I said to Dan earlier. I said, Dan, where would we be without the beautiful women in our lives? I guess I just assumed that it had one like inkwell. And it got dyed the color at the moment of writing. I'll be back tomorrow. Bear Taffy, so awkward that we both announced cruises today? No, shop, bro. Really? Well, we should race. We should race. You talk to your captain, I'll talk to my captain. Let's have an America's Cup in international waters, man. Or we could just get them to pull up side by side and we could like play catch. We could like throw a ball from one ship to the other one. Volleyball. Damn, now we're talking. To jump from one deck to the other one. Anyway, bro, I'm so cold. I don't know what happened. It's 73 degrees in my office, but I've got goosebumps. I'm gonna send you over to my wife's stream. See you tomorrow. Later. Thoughts on Shanghai Noon? I prefer Shanghai 12:30, the sequel. I haven't seen it. Is the answer to your question. Shanghai Noon, having a blast. Shanghai Noon, Jackie Chan is so fast. Owen Wilson, crazy for me. Jackie Chan, fast as can be, dum dum dum. Shanghai Noon, the movie's a boon if you like to have some fun. Oh well, oh well, oh well, tell me more, is he really that fast? Tell me more, is Jackie that fast? This could go, man, this could fucking go, dude. Shanghai Noon, bad when it ends. Shanghai Noon, let's watch it again. Oh, those Shanghai nights. Tell me more. Is that what you're talking about? I saw that movie on TV while I was waiting for a prostitute. That is way too much context. I don't know who you are.